Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all the honors, the praises, the glory belongs to my Lord and Savior. His name is Yahweh, by Sham Yahweh Shai, by Hasham Mahavakar Kadash. Honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few, I mean a very few, brothers and sisters that are listening and also learning in hopes of being saved within these last days, because we're living in the last days of the last days. So without further ado, we're going to get straight to it. I want to start off on Psalms 1. It says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful." Right? But his delight is in the law of the Lord Jehovah Shai. Paul said, "My delight was for the what? The inward man, which is according to the law," right? And in his law doth he meditate day and night. So we're supposed to be meditating upon his law, his ways, his precepts, day and night. Therefore, you're not going to fall into the bracket of what? The ungodly, or be in the counsel of the ungodly, or walk with the ungodly. Who would these ungodly people be today? All right? These would be your cults, your Satanists, the people that want to do evil. Right? That would be the counsel of the ungodly. So now let's jump to Isaiah 30. Okay? Because who are they taking counsel from? Right? Let's go to Isaiah 30. Let's go. So lucky, they tried to lower my energy last night. All yesterday, they were trying to lower my energy. They were trying this silly little witchcraft stuff, but guess what? That doesn't go too far when it comes to brothers that are rooted. Let's go to Isaiah 30. And we're going to jump straight to... So we got Isaiah 30 right here. Hold on just a minute. This is Isaiah 30. "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that taketh counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit." So you have rebellious children out here, badass children that take counsel. So they're taking a counsel, but not of me. So if they're not taking it of the Lord Jehovah Shai, who are they taking that counsel from? They're taking counsel from demons, man. Familiar spirits, right? That's who they're taking counsel from. They have a voice in their ear telling them to do this, do that. And 90% of the time, it's not a good thing. Them spirits are telling them. Okay? And that cover with a covering. So they covered, but what is this covering? But not of my spirit. They're not covered by the Lord's Spirit. They're covered by demons, that they may add sin to sin. So that's the counsel you don't want to be involved in. Let's go to Leviticus. This is Leviticus 20. And we're going to jump straight to 4. Actually, 5. "Then when I set my face against that man and against his family, and I will cut him off, and all that go a whoring after him, to commit whoredom with Molech from among their people." What's Molech? Molech was an ancient idol which the Canaanites and Moabites worshipped. And Molech is like an owl. Today they have it as an owl in Bohemian Grove. Back then it was I think it was a goat or something, a goat's head. It was a big statue, and it would have his hands pointed out. And what they would do, they would sacrifice children on it. So it was like an altar, right? So that's known as Molech from among their people. And within certain organizations, this same idol is worshipped, especially within hospitals. Why? Because Molech deals with child sacrifice. So the hospitals would worship this particular demon. You know why? Because abortion's high, right? So when a child is aborted, who do you think is aborted to? Because that's a sin, by the way. It's aborted to what? Moloch. That's child sacrifice. See, they're not going to tell you this stuff. "And the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits." So you know what that is, right? This is witchcraft. "And against wizards." What's a wizard? A wizard is a male witch. "To go a whoring after them, I will set even my face against that soul." and I will cut him off from among his people. So it's a very serious thing, right? I will cut him off. The Lord will cut you off from among your people, right? Why? Because you choose to what? Follow after familiar spirits. And this is where a lot of these people get their orders from. Demons, right? And there's a lot of assignments. And we have power in Matthews to bind them spirits that are sent your way. Prayer, fast, right? You should have seen it yesterday. You know, I usually do my recordings. I didn't bother yesterday. You should have seen it yesterday. All out demonic warfare. Spirits jumping in and out of these people, man. Okay? Keep yourself pure, right? Keep yourself separate. See what else we got. Yeah, they thought they could lower my energy today. Every time they try that, guess what? They get bitch slapped. Excuse my language. They get bitch slapped by Satan. This is Micah 5 and 12. And let them think you're naive. Let them think that. Let them think you're naive. Let them think you're, you're whatever. But guess what? The Lord knows how to surprise someone. Let's go to Micah 5 and 12. And I will cut off all witchcrafts out of thy hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers. And the graven images will I cut off. Soothsayer, again, one who communicates with the so-called dead. And thy graven images will I also cut off, and thy standing images out of the midst of thee. Why? Because they're idolatrous. A lot of these people have secret things like idols that they worship to and burn candles to. They've got all types of demonic altars. And it says, and the images out of the midst of thee, thou shalt not worship the work of thy hands. I will pluck out up thy groves out of the midst of thee. I will destroy thy cities. So that's what the Lord Jehovah is going to do. I will execute vengeance in anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. Excuse me. So it's written. These things are written and it's going to happen. What we need to do, stay focused and don't let these demonic spirits attach themselves onto you, because that's another thing as well. Yeah, they will try to, if you're around them long enough, they will try to bind themselves to you, attach themselves. Why? Because they're under possession. They're under demonic possession. So that's what they do. They try to attach themselves to a vessel. This is how possession happens. But if you keep yourself in the word, in the secret place, let's go to that Psalms. Keep yourself in a secret place. Go to Psalms 91. Right. Psalms 91, Brother Fisher. Check this out. This is Psalms 91. And it says, Brother Kushar, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. What's the secret place? The secret place is what? The word. Right? So when you're in the words, that's the covering. That's the secret place. See, this is the real covering. Witchcraft is not, that's not a proper covering. That's not a proper covering. Because people that get involved in that, if they don't have the Lord, you're not stronger than them spirits, are you? The same demonic spirits you're worshipping, you're not stronger than them. So guess what? You will be overcome by them. So these people that get involved in that type of stuff, they're not too bright. They're not too smart. And he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So we want to abide under his shadow, his covering. And I will say to the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In him will I trust. And I just done a check as well. I've got like some device, and I've done a check just outside my back window, and it's very hollow, so people can actually hear, even when the window's shut, they can actually hear what I'm saying. I told you, bro, there's a lot of demonic stuff going on. They've put devices in our households and all that, but all that's going to get exposed, man. We ain't got nothing to hide, so if they want to watch us, they can watch, but they ain't going to find much. All they're going to find us is just teaching the words, really. That's what they're going to find. What else are they going to find? Okay. So it says, I will say to the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In him will I trust. So the Lord Jehovah is a refuge unto us. Okay. and him will I trust. So we got to trust the Lord at all times. Trust in him. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noise and pestilence. The snare of the fowler is a trap. What's a fowler? A fowler is a bird catcher. So the Lord knows how to deliver us from what? The fowler. It's a bird catcher, right? So the enemy, guess what the enemy does? He's going to lay traps from time to time, all right? And from the noise and pestilence, noise campaigns, and you know what they're trying to do? You know how demonic they are? Now they're trying to lower your energy so they can try to possess you. And another thing, what they're trying to do, they're trying to weaken your immune system, right? By using electronics. So they're trying to weaken your immune system. They're doing all types of demonic stuff, but guess what? It's all going to just backfire upon them. They're trying to use MK Ultra, but the MK Ultra ain't working. It's all backfiring upon them. All right? This is what they do. And it says, and he shall cover thee with his fetters, and under his wings thou shalt trust. The fetters represent the angels. Okay? And his truth shall be thy shield and buckler. You hear that? Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. So this is our faith. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. Yeah, they have different, they use energy weapons, right? Which they deny. Right? They use energy weapons, they use MK Ultra, which they deny. Right? Baba Kishar, they try to shock you with electricity, which they deny. But it's all gonna get, listen, don't even worry about it. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the hour that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Why? Because you're covered. 1,000 shall fall at thy sides, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh unto thee. Why? Because you're protected. And only with thy eyes shall behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord Jehovah, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. Okay? There shall no evil befall thee. Are you listening? Neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling, for he shall give his angels charge over what? Charge over to keep thee in all thy ways. So the Lord has his men, right? To keep you in all thy ways. Believe in these scriptures, man. Feeling a little bit groggy because, you know, these people try to do spell work every single day. They just come back, they never learn. But you kind of shake it off, get into the scriptures and that stuff, it comes off you. So I hope this was edifying. Anything that's been sent your way, return it in Yahweh by Sham, Yahweh Shai. We return it right back to the senders and just keep it moving. I hope this was edifying. And until the next time, Shalom. Shalom.